Hello, my name is Simon Edgoose, and in this video I'm going to tell you the basics about the Zildjian Gen 16 buffed bronze. So, what are they? Well, what they're not are cymbal triggers. You cannot connect these up to your electronic kit, hit them, and trigger a sound from your drum module. They are not those. What they are quiet acoustic cymbals that feel like cymbals, look like cymbals, respond like cymbals, but are much, much quieter. So in the drum world, we have electronic cymbal pads and we have acoustic cymbals. Electronic cymbal pads are great, they're very quiet, they have 3 zones on them, and you can generally make them sound like anything by playing them through a drum module. Acoustic cymbals are very loud, they have a massive dynamic range from very, very quiet to very, very loud, but they only have the one sound. But now we have a third option. These go in the middle, they look like cymbals, they feel like cymbals, they play like cymbals, they are cymbals, but by connecting them to something called the DCP, or Digital Cymbal Processor, we can change the sound. So they can be quiet, they can be loud, we can have them through headphones or the PA. I can change the EQ, I can change the compression, I can change the pitch. So I can have lots of different variations of this cymbal sound. So I can't make this sound like a cowbell, but I can take the sound of this cymbal through the pickup and change it electronically to make it sound like lots of other different cymbals. Now the pickups themselves are not microphones, they don't pick up air movement, so they can't hear the rest of the sound of the kit. What they do is they pick up the vibration in the metal. They actually sense the movement of the cymbal and convert that into a signal which we can listen to through headphones. So, who are Gen 16 for? Well, as I see it, there's 3 different types of drummers that Gen 16 are perfect for. Firstly, say you've got a kit at home, but you can't play it because it's too loud. If you put mesh heads on it and use Gen 16s as your cymbals, then it's a low volume practice kit which feels great. Secondly, say you've got an electronic kit, or you've got an acoustic kit like I've got behind me with mesh heads on and drum triggers, triggering electronic drum module. You can add these onto it with the processor, with the pickups, and you can have everything coming through headphones, and it works really nicely. And then the third option is something which I'll talk about in video 3, which is something a little bit special. One thing I've learnt is that we all hear cymbals in different ways. What might be a great ride cymbal to one person might sound awful to somebody else. Same with crashes, same with hi-hats. And the Gen 16 buffed bronze, when they're going through the DCP, the processor, allow you to create cymbal sounds which you like. Not what somebody else likes or what somebody else is telling you to play, but cymbal sounds that you like, which is most important. You might go into the store, try the Gen 16s, and think they're a little bit light on the bass end, the bass frequencies, the low frequencies. Well, there's a reason for that. When you record cymbals, you normally roll off the low frequencies because cymbals generate a lot of low frequencies. If you hit a cymbal and put it next door to your ear, you can hear a very low humming. If microphones pick that up, it can get in the way in a mix. So engineers generally roll off all the low end from the cymbals, so you just get the high end, the attack. These have got that built into it. They have less low end, so they cut through the mix nicely. The DCP comes with a load of tone shapes already installed. These are actually EQ curves and compression and expansion to make the cymbals sound different, to give you different options. You can actually have up to 99 different versions of every single cymbal inside the DCP. These have been programmed by various different players and by Zildjian themselves. If the internal tone shapes aren't enough for you, you can download the free editing software, which is called the Access Tool, from the Zildjian website. You can connect this to your computer and you can come up with your own sounds. Like I was saying earlier, we all hear cymbals differently, so you can create cymbals which sound great for you and great for your needs, just by connecting this to a computer with a very, very simple USB cable.